you and I talked last week about Split and Unbreakable.
Yeah.
And apparently they're doing like an Unbreakable 2.
If M. Night Shyamalan has anything to say about it, that will be his next movie.
Well, with Split being, what, number 1 in the box office last week?
And probably this week, too.
They keep letting them make movies, so...
We haven't... There was not a lot of new stuff that came out this weekend that will probably unseat
well,
it.
his movie is tied right now
the new
with
Resident Evil movie.
That dog movie.
Jesus Christ. Seriously?
Yeah. It's tied with the dog.
I looked at the IMDb page for that Dog's Purpose movie, and it's got a rating of 2.3.
Oh, it looks terrible.
And a Metacritic score of like 43.
That movie was made to appeal to children and people who like dogs, which is,
I mean, aside from you,
dogs are all right,
and Dennis, like literally everyone likes dogs.
No, well, that's the thing. I don't hate dogs. I've owned 2 dogs in my lifetime, but I'm just like.
You don't want a bucket of dog.
I don't want to eat a dog. I don't want to eat a bucket of dogs. I also don't want to sit and watch a movie for 2 hours about some dog getting like reincarnated into other dogs.
It looked like it's just the most pandering fucking.
Well, it came out in January. What do you expect?
Like purposely weepy fucking bullshit movie. And when that whole thing about them trying to drown that dog to get the shot came out. I sent you that.
Yeah,
the link
and
to that
I've read
article.
some stuff by animal trainers, and they're like, no, it's not as bad as you think, and this video is edited, and I think that was, and even TMZ did some kind of retraction on that.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm still not going to see this movie because it looks like fucking schlock.
It would be a movie that, like, if there was nothing else to watch, and I was, like, babysitting my girlfriend's 4-year-old daughter, I'd be like, here, put this on. I'm going to go in the other room and take a nap.
Yeah.
Or something. Anyway, but that's not what we're trying...
That's not what we're going to talk about today.
We want to talk about Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, not in the dog movie. Dennis Quaid is.
He was in Split.
Yes, he was.
But, we were talking about Unbreakable and the possibility of there being an Unbreakable 2, and you and I were at the bar, and we were just started talking about Bruce Willis, and I was like, dude, Bruce Willis is one of my favorite actors without consciously being one of my favorite actors. If you were to ask me who's one of your favorite actors, the answer wouldn't be Bruce Willis.
No, probably not.
But it is true.
Yeah.
Because he's in a lot of movies that I really like. Okay, so I just wanted to, I was like, hey, we need stuff to talk about on the podcast. Let's talk about some of our favorite Bruce Willis movies, man.
Yeah.
So what are some of yours, Chris?
The Fifth Element and Die Hard.
The Fifth, is that it?
But those are the 2 that immediately leap to mind. And
The Fifth
stay
Element
there.
is a fucking fantastic movie. Die Hard, of course, the first one in particular is really good.
The first and the third.
But I would be remiss if I didn't mention movies like Sin City, okay, where he plays Hartigan.
And I like him in that movie. And I liked that movie when it came out.
The first Sin City was great. The second one was garbage.
It's terrible, yeah. Terrible. But that movie came out in, 2006? I saw that right when it came out on DVD, and I loved it.
You're like, oh my god, this is so new and fresh and amazing. Yeah. And now it's like a lot of copycats came through.
Well, there's that, but there's also the fact that, I watched it again, last year, and I was like, shit, this is really misogynist. Just everything about this movie is misogynist.
You're such an SJW. So some of my favorite Bruce Willis movies, on top of Die Hard and The Fifth Element and Sin City, are what was I going to say? Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Okay. He plays the
Butch.
boxer in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
He also played a cameo in 4 Rooms.
Really?
Do you remember that?
I've never actually seen 4 Rooms.
Oh, dude.
I know. It's on my list. 4
Rooms is fantastic. It is just great. He does a cameo, an uncredited cameo in the last segment, because it's directed by 4 different directors.
Right, and Tarantino's one of them.
Yeah, and he's in Tarantino's one. Pulp Fiction is a great movie. Didn't really get too into any of the Die Hard sequels. I mean, I've seen them.
The third one is really the only other one that's worth watching, because Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
Right. Looper. Did you watch Looper?
Oh yeah,
That was a good.
I'd forgotten that he played older Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
No, Joseph Gordon-Levitt played a younger Bruce Willis. It's not the other way around. He was in what's some other movies that we love Bruce Willis in?
I'm looking through his.
I can't stop thinking about North. You ever see North with Elijah Wood back whenever he was a kid, and he keeps running into Bruce Willis like in a bunny suit and working on a ranch.
Did you ever see Bandits?
Is that the movie with him and Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah. Of course, he was in The Expendables. He was
the voice of the baby in Look Who's Talking.
You're right. Oh, I love those movies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Look Who's Talking, too.
Let's go down the list.
Yeah, I'm still.
It's hard for me to think. I should have looked at his filmography before we started the podcast.
I mean, do you want me to just read them off? Because most of these I don't even know.
I mean, I remember things like Moonlighting.
Right.
My mom used to watch that show a lot.
He was fucking Hudson Hawk.
Yeah,
I'd almost forgotten about
that. I've never seen Hudson Hawk.
Yeah.
I have a friend who swears by that movie and just says it's great.
Like most of these, I'm not familiar with at all.
Let's read them off because I'm older than
you. I'm up to Pulp Fiction and North, which you just mentioned.
Let me see the list.
And 12 Monkeys, which
12
I can't
Monkeys.
believe. I can't believe that I almost forgot about 12 Monkeys.
All right, let's see. All filmography. Here, you're not even looking at the right thing on here.
I was scrolling through and looking at the box art.
Oh. All right, let's go down to the end here. God, his filmography is
huge. It goes all the way back to 1980.
Yeah. So let's see. Die Hard, Look Who's Talking, Moonlighting. Of course, we talked about those things. Die Hard 2, Look Who's Talking 2, Billy Bathgate, The Last Boy Scout. Oh my God, I remember that shit. Let's see. Death Becomes Her. You don't remember that shit?
Nope.
Oh man, that's got Goldie Hawn, I believe, is in that movie.
Oh, nice.
Loaded Weapon 1. He must have had a cameo in that because he wasn't a main character. Pulp Fiction, of course. North, 12 Monkeys. Die Hard with a Vengeance, 4 Rooms, which he was uncredited in that. Beavis and Butthead Do America?
What? Oh, he was the bad guy. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. Fifth Element, of course. Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Was that a video game? He did a video game?
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
I've never watched that movie.
Really? You've never seen I think
that
it's dumb. It's terrible.
Aerosmith song was so popular. I have this thing about if something's way, way super popular, I just automatically don't like it.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of those things.
You're such a hipster.
Of course, why didn't we talk about The Sixth Sense?
Well, I mean, I figured we'd get to it. Yeah.
Night Shamalama Ding Dong. The whole 9 yards.
Yes!
I fucking love that movie.
That movie is good. It's so great.
Jimmy the Tulip Tedeschi.
Yep.
That movie is great. Matthew Perry. I really thought Matthew Perry was going to have an actual career after Friends whenever the whole 9 yards came out.
I mean, legitimately.
Oh, and you get
Amanda
to see
Peet was in that movie.
her topless in that movie too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbreakable, of course. Bandits, which I think I only saw that once.
I've seen it a couple of times, and I enjoyed the heck out of that movie.
Yeah, and there's a lot of these I don't really quite remember. Ocean's 12.
Wait, he was in Ocean's 12?
And he's uncredited as Bruce Willis in that movie.
Oh, yeah! I'd forgotten about that, because what's her name is pretending to be herself.
Right. And they did a sequel to The Whole 9 Yards called The Whole 10 Yards, which I
remember
saw only once and didn't even, I barely even remember it.
Yeah, so, I don't remember much about that one either.
Then Sin City. Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of these that I haven't seen. Your battery's about to die on your phone, dude.
Yeah.
Planet Terror.
Yes!
Oh, yeah. See, he's just one of those actors that you can put him in just about anything. But he's got such a rugged, manly demeanor about him. Cop Out, the only Kevin Smith directed movie that Kevin Smith didn't write, with him and Tracy
Morgan.
Morgan, yeah. Huh. I want to say Tracy Jordan because I've been watching a lot of 30 Rock lately.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that. There's a lot of his movies I haven't seen. Maybe we're not as big of Bruce Willis fans as we thought when we decided to talk about this.
That is
Red.
Tragedy.
I did see Red and
Red is
too.
pretty great, yeah.
Yeah, and he was in the second Sin City,
Helen
which,
Mirren.
like we said, was dumb. But yeah, that's pretty much it, except for, Split, and then he's got some movies coming up, Precious Cargo, Marauders, and The Bombing. So, we'll see. I hope Bruce Willis has a long and fruitful career. I'll tell you, the day that it's announced that Bruce Willis passed away is going to be a sad day in America. Let's move on.
I was about to say, don't say that.